also, especially for me, coming from somebody that, and was that super positive, like, let's just talk about all the good things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But really just being open, like that has saved, I think, my mental health. Like being able to
Yeah.
be with people, you or other friends,
Mhm.
and able to have discussions of like, to vent and to be like, it's okay. Maybe we're not gonna like vent the whole time because right then it's like you're just creating this circle. But like, let's talk about what's bothering us because once you say it, it just takes away that power. Welcome to the Delulu Magic Podcast. I'm Paola.
And I'm Gabby.
And we're so happy to have you here. We are celebrating Galentines
Day
Yes.
because it's probably one of my favorite holidays, and it's been for a few years. We started, with a couple other friends, one of our good friends, getting together and being really intentional because, side note, Parks and Recreation is my, what do I call it? My, like, what is it when you feel like you're not cozy? I can't think of the word. It's perimenopause. Give me the word,
I don't know
Paula.
the
Like
word.
whatever, like comfort, my comfort show.
Okay.
And I watch it like once a year. I have my seasons, and I watch every season. And it's like I never watched it, and of course, there's like the episode that
treat
she
yourself.
talks about it. Well, the treat yourself. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
second. Yeah, that's the first one, and then the Galentine's Day that Leslie Knope talks about. Celebrating your friends and how special it is. And I think it's something that we don't talk. I mean, I feel like we see it a lot, but we don't talk about it, right?
I think you start to do it
How
almost.
important that love is
Absolutely.
of your girlfriends, right? And like
Yes.
showing up for each other and celebrating each other, and then doing this, like making everything pretty and decorating and getting dressed up, and just like you're going on a date
Yes.
with your partner or whatever. But it's
And showing each other that you're like
Yes.
special. I think it's a time
Yeah.
to be able to show that. And especially when we're younger. I mean, I don't remember us doing anything for Valentine's Day or
course not.
Valentine's Day
No,
together.
no.
Maybe it wasn't even a thing back then, but I think post 30, you realize how important your girlfriends are.
Yes.
And it's just a place where you can feel like be 100% yourself, not feel like you have to perform. And then what I especially love is that I feel like everyone takes care of each other. Whereas, in a relationship when you're married, maybe sometimes you feel like
Carry more.
you're doing more or I'm taking care of you. I always have to be like, oh, are you good?
Yeah.
Here it's like you can just be yourself, but also everybody kind of takes care of each other.
Yeah.
That's
It's very important. I've come to realize how important it is, right? I've been with therapy. My therapist would tell me over the years, what are the things that like fill your cup, what makes you feel like, and I would say, when you're the happiest, and of course, obviously with my family, my children, all that stuff, but myself outside of that role. And I would say when I'm with my friends, when I take trips with my friends, when I do stuff with my friends, when I work out with a friend, when I go to, when I talk to a friend, when we are like exchanging, obviously, our little, what are the penguin, the pebbling, like the messaging all day long, the memes, like that's like what fills me up, right? So then I found that made me almost like emotionally, my health is better when I am in that state. So finding that how important it is and really like making it a top priority, just like everything else I do, it's for me, it's like life changing, right? I'm tweaking, and I think, but now I'm like every week, it's like, what does it look like? I have so much time with friends now that I'm happy. Like last night, I took a class with a girlfriend of mine. I signed up, which was like a Bad Bunny theme, and it's funny because we don't live very far, but I was like, I need to make sure that I make time for her this year because I haven't had a lot of that time, and something that we could do together, we could enjoy.
Yeah.
And I went, and I was a little nervous. I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm not in like the best condition and all that. But then this was funny because like I signed up, and this class was waitlisted, right?
Is it like a dance class or is it?
It's hot Pilates.
Oh Lord,
It's sweaty and whatever, and I've been terrified of this
no me
thing.
inviten out.
Yeah, and so anyway, I did it, and then I texted her. She's like, "Okay, yeah, just wait." And within an hour, it was like you're added to the class. I was like, "Okay, well, I'm meant to be there."
Yeah.
And then I'm going get there. We see each other, and it's funny because we're like setting up, and then I put my stuff down, and she's already has her stuff down, so we were right next to each other. She's like, "Oh my God, what are the chances?" All that. So I was like, "Wow, like." It was really meant to be for me to be there, and because I was intentional, that I was like I committed, and I mean, guys, there was 100 things I did yesterday, and I could have easily been. I don't leave my house once I'm home in the afternoon, and I did. I made sure I got up, I left, and it was great. I felt so happy, and the best part, it was like I got to see a friend. They have the
Mhm.
best playlist.
I
I did
bet.
not die in the workout, and I came home, took a shower, I talked to my husband. I was like, okay, I go to bed, and I was like, so that something I did. It was like many things I did for myself,
Mhm.
and how good it felt. Right, like it
Yeah.
changed my whole basically day.
Yeah.
Before I didn't really do that. So coming today, I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a special day because we get to talk about Mama's your decorated for
Yeah, it's
us.
so
We
beautiful.
got lunch. We're gonna have in a little while. We're gonna go outside and enjoy the weather
Mhm.
and just make things meaningful.
Yeah.
So
And I feel like even just obviously not just yearly, not
yeah,
just during
yeah,
Galentine's, but like you said,
yes,
incorporating it into your daily or like
hmm
monthly.
yeah,
Obviously, like you're not able to do this every day, but like once a month, either
hmm
getting together as a group
yeah,
or finding something to do that you're already
hmm
going to do, I think is
yes,
the easiest way. Like you were saying,
yes,
movement,
yes,
right? So
yeah,
you're like, let's do a workout
yeah,
class together.
uh-huh,
Or, you're already maybe going to a coffee shop to work and it's like, oh, well, let's meet and then we can do some work together. I think
hmm
little things like that
yes,
make it easier. And I feel like also, especially for me, coming from somebody that and was that super positive, like let's just talk about all the good things, right?
hmm
But really just being open, like that
hmm
has saved, I think, my mental health. Like being able to
yeah,
be with people, you or other friends,
hmm
and able to have discussions of like to vent and to be like, it's okay. Maybe we're not gonna like vent the whole time
hmm
because right then it's like you're just creating this circle. But like, let's talk about what's bothering us because once you say it, it just takes away that
hmm
power. And
hmm
you can be like, and then you also feel less crazy.
yes.
I think all of us as women
Yeah.
are like, man, I'm flipping out, or I was in a bad mood, or this happened, and you think you're overreacting, and maybe
Mhm.
we are. That's fine.
Yeah.
But speaking with our friends, it makes you feel more validated, less crazy,
Mhm.
and like it's normal
It
because we all
you well,
have
we
those
want to feel
feelings.
like we want to feel safe and kind of secure. And where else do you feel like that acceptance, right?
Yeah.
Like where you are truly yourself. Where when you have those friendships, that's why should be, I think, of high priority for
Hmm.
anybody, both men and women. But us women and our age group, I will say it
Absolutely.
is critical to have your community, to find that time,
Hmm.
and to realize how important it is for your heart health. I mean, there's so many studies, and I've shared that with them a lot, but it talks about how much longer you can live from your friends
Yeah.
from having that. And it shows like all the older ladies that go do their activities, their hobbies,
Hmm.
difference between them and then the ones that are at home just with their
Alone.
husband
Yeah.
or the caretaking, night and day,
We
right?
always want we need that community. Yeah.
Cognitively too, all that stuff. So
Hmm.
I am this year, like I am 100% dedicated to being like super extra, and I'm gonna do like I said about being healthy. I'm gonna be going to. I've been going to all these classes, and I'm finding like who wants to go with my friends, is doing stuff.
Yeah.
I'll join you. I'm gonna my hobbies. Like I want to have as much of that, new people, my people, just because I know that really fills me up.
Hmm.
And I find like so much uh, love in it. And then I feel like peace too.
Yeah.
That I'm like, oh, this is good,
I think it's good to
Yeah.
trying new things,
Yes.
like right, like
And
when
not
you're
be afraid.
kids and being like, oh, the novelty, or like,
Yes.
oh, how fun that was.
Yes.
Even though I didn't know how to do it, or
Yeah.
even if I
Oh no,
wasn't
I did
perfect,
not. I
yeah,
felt
which
like
was
all those
great.
thoughts were in my head last night before going to this thing. I was
Same, like
like,
that's your.
I'm not good. I'm a beginner. It's probably all these 19, 20-year olds with doing this perfection or whatever this workout is. And you know what? I didn't, it was fine. It was all kinds of people. Everybody did it. Everybody was there to have fun. And I was like, this is the whole purpose, right? Like we're supposed to
Yeah.
do these things for ourselves, and I don't think we realize it. So looking at it and kind of reflecting, I
Hmm.
think is just as important as everything else. Like the realize, maybe why you want to be isolated. And I don't know, some people have traumas from friendships too, and that's another ball,
Yeah.
right? And I
Yeah.
mean that you it's probably deeper. I don't know, but I'm
Yeah.
saying if you have some, reach out, try to get together, do
Hmm.
stuff, because it does add to your life. It doesn't take away,
Yeah.
right?
And I don't think, yeah, and I think it's picking
Yes.
the right friends, and
Yeah.
I agree. Like,
Yeah.
luckily, I don't think I've had
Yes.
really like any friendship
Or that
trauma.
you don't
Obviously, you
feel
have to
like you
put
trust
boundaries
and
or
things like,
people
yeah.
that that are giving you something as well as, you know, like
Yes.
receiving and
Yeah.
giving. Like, so it's
Yeah, it should be a reciprocal
yeah.
relationship. I mean, definitely that, I think, but continuing to like look for to do and build yourself a little, you know, your group,
Hmm.
your group chat that, you know, I call it, like, you can be totally unhinged with,
Yeah.
you know, and then you
Yes.
could
And
have
say
the best time,
whatever.
and you could have the best time with, and then it is what it is. And because I really don't think we could do it alone, guys, as being a person that I thrived on, like, I got it, I can
Hmm.
do it, I don't need anybody. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
You're gonna end up real sick. You're gonna end up real depressed and mad.
Trying to mad. Yeah. Like I come back in such a better
Yes,
mood, right?
yes.
And then I'm
A
like,
better at
yeah, just
everything.
over the
All the
next couple
roles.
days, it like
Yeah.
transfers over to the entire
Yes.
week. And I feel like I can be a better wife, a better mom, and I'm just happier and generous
Yes.
because you
Yeah.
got that little, yeah, that sense of
It's
that community. That it
mhm.
was just nice,
The
and you got
yeah, you're fulfilled the
to
endorphins.
share.
Yes.
Like we had a dinner or a
Yeah.
lunch this
Yes.
this weekend, and it was again it was great because one of our friends is going through menopause, maybe a little bit later than we have, so being able, when you're going through those things, being able to say, "Oh my God, I feel like this and like that," and somebody being able to say, "It's totally okay and
Mhm.
it's normal, and maybe this is what you can do. You can get advice or
Mhm.
just getting it out."
Yes.
God, it's
Yeah.
it's amazing.
It is
Yeah,
good.
friendship.
Friendship
Yeah,
is critical, guys.
it is. It is.
Add it to the top things you need to be doing and handling.
And then
Not
just showing, I think sometimes we have really good friends, and because some people may, you're like, oh, they know how much I love them. No, people need to hear it.
Mhm.
People should hear it.
Mhm.
Write a letter, write, tell them how special they are to you. We only have one life and we don't know when that's going to end. So it's
Mhm.
important to say these
Yeah.
things, while that person is here.
Yes. Yeah. We are doing it now. You could see it, even with each other, we do a lot of life together right now, and I think we've enjoyed it the most out of all the
Hmm.
seasons, because it's been seasons for us
Yes.
of friendship, and they've been great. I mean, and look, here we are doing something together, and when we're at really our 1 year anniversary, because we kicked it off last year with Galentines and things about
Yes.
love and all the themes, and it shows you that, really going all in and will
Hmm.
be willing to do the stuff, how your life
It can
just
change
transform. Yes.
and give you so much fulfillment. And
Mhm.
if it doesn't work out, you've still learned something from
Yes.
it. I think that's the other
Mhm.
part.
Yeah.
That not everything has to succeed, but it's like what the lessons that you take from it, that years later you realize, oh my God, I needed all those lessons so that I could
Mhm.
be doing this thing that I'm doing now.
Yeah, and that you had your people there.
Yeah.
That you were will
Your
you
ride or
had
dies.
yes.
Yes.
Your what we'll call it, the clan. So we want everybody to go, all the
A little
listeners, we're gonna
with
do
a
a little
little bloom
cheers with
pop.
our bloom pop. We did our pink cherries, and what do we tell them? Go do something. Find a friend to do something with.
Yes.
Yeah, and enjoy.
And dance to some Bad Bunny on Super Bowl.
Of course, don't forget about that, because like he says, debí tirar más fotos. So,
Mhm.
you should always take photos and all the content and all the fun.
Yes. And then I think that's the other great thing about those long-term friends or even your friends from years ago. You get to share these memories that sometimes you forget. I
Yeah,
forget
yeah.
some of the stuff
Your
that
little
we talk
time
about. And I'm like,
capsule.
we did that.
Yeah.
Or we went there and it's so much
Our
fun.
memories. It's
Yeah, we
such
should
a
definitely
good.
do a time capsule.
Yeah, you're like the history. Yeah.
So,
We can have a lot of those stories, but not for here.
yes. So, cheers and stay Delulu.
And make it happen.
Bye.
Bye.